Tonight we bring you an encore edition of an inspiring story this past school year called #MayaStrong, the work of CBS 11 sports photojournalist Bill Ellis. Southlake Carroll has won the UIL Lone Star Cup as the top overall Class 6A athletic and academic program in Texas this year, and one of the best moments came on senior night for the Lady Dragon basketball team, Maya's night. Southlake Carroll senior Maya Popiel loves the game of basketball. On a good day, she'll spend 3 hours in the driveway just shooting hoops. Adopted from Russia at 6 months old, Maya was diagnosed with autism at an early age. Basketball has always been her escape.
It's funny because they had told her at a young age that she wouldn't really be able to play a lot of team sports, that she, with her autism.
Turns out Maya was not only able to play team sports, she excelled, winning trophies playing on multiple higher goals club teams, as well as her middle school team.
Those are my first memories of serious basketball.
But 6 years ago this month, Maya was hospitalized with a collapsed lung.
Turned out that her doctor did a bunch of tests and found that she was in a pancreatitis, called us and said you need to get her to Children's immediately.
It's a total pancreatectomy with auto islet transplant. So in other words, what they do is they take the pancreas out along with her spleen and gallbladder. They take a portion of her intestines out, then they reroute it all up. While all that's going on, another team is processing her pancreas to extract the insulin-making cells, and then they come back and retransplant that before they close her up.
The transplant surgery, one of 45 hospital stays over a 3-year period. What sustained Maya? An insatiable passion for basketball.
Here she is, 9 days out of having her whole insides rearranged.
I asked the surgeon who did the operation, I was like, can I go down to this court and can I play?
Give me a ball, I need to go shoot.
After the surgery, Maya wanted one more thing, a tattoo, which took some convincing.
It took a while, because since I was younger, I was like, I want a tattoo. It's a reminder every day. Having some kind of faith, you have a heartbeat, and then spreading love to anybody, everybody, any way you can.
Mentally,
It's tough.
It's tough to know that this is her first year in high school and it's her senior year.
I think she finally got to a spot where she was like, this is my passion, I've got to do something about it, I just can't stay home, so now I got to go do something.
So finally back in school in August, Maya decided to pursue her childhood dream, trying out for Coach Robin McCourt's Lady Dragon varsity basketball team.
She has a pureness about her, and her heart kind of just, it exudes out of her. So I immediately was like, yeah, this week? She's like, how about tomorrow?
Having not played in 5 years, Maya's role on the team has been as a helper.
Anything that they need, I'll help.
Every little thing I've offered her, like, hey, let's get you a letter jacket. Hey, let's get you a banner. Let's get your name on the scoreboard. She is just so appreciative for any little part of this opportunity.
As the Lady Dragons marched toward a district championship, Maya continued to work on her game. Then came senior night, the game Coach McCourt hoped Maya might get to play.
That was a rush.
Yeah, I mean, every week we'd ask her, you gonna play? You gonna play? I don't know.
Oh my gosh, she was so nervous for the whole game, and I just told her, you got this.
Kylie, and she was like, no matter what happens, I'm proud of you.
I knew it was time to, let's go, Maya, it's go time. I looked down there and I looked at her and she just gave me that little nod like, yes, coach, I'm ready. I put her in and, I mean, she filled up a stat line in about 3 minutes.
And then came the moment Maya will remember for a lifetime.
The whole place just went crazy. I mean, every girl on our team was genuinely so thrilled for her.
I don't think the crowd stopped jumping up and down until, like 2 or 3 minutes later.
That's the most excited I've seen my kids this whole year, including winning a basketball game. I mean, just so thrilled for her that she got to have that moment.
It was emotional. And I never really knew people knew who I was. but that proved me wrong, and I just felt so much love. That's all I can really describe it as, is just love.
She said something like, it truly was the greatest night of her life. Just that moment could never be recreated, and that's hers. I told her that after the game. I was like, that's your moment. No one can ever take that away from you.
This for a girl who has had the bulk of her teenage years taken away from her.
She thanks me at least once a day, just for the opportunity to walk out on the court.
And Maya even got to walk out on the court in her first playoff game for the bi-district champion Lady Dragons this past week. Maya lost her pancreas, her gallbladder, and her spleen. But as her tattoo reminds her, she still had faith and lots of heart. And with the Lady Dragons, she found love, her first love, basketball.
You have the players fill out a bio sheet at the beginning of the season, and I saw her bio sheet. It's got her name, it's got her grade, a senior, and her position. She writes teammate.
I know. I love that about her, that she wrote that. I'm like, that is so Maya.
I love that because she was told she could never be a teammate.
I remember writing it, and I was like, well, my position is a teammate. That's what I am.
She's just here for the team. She truly is a team player. Like the whole team over me, she actually lives it.
But every time I'm down, she'll always try to bring me up. And there's just a light in her eyes that doesn't change.
The consummate teammate, Maya Popiel, an orphan from Russia who proudly wears the badge of autism, now has a second family too, the coach's family.
I was terrified to meet her in the beginning of the year, more than I was actually at the transplant.
She told me she was the most nervous she's ever been coming out for basketball, even more nervous than her surgeries.
But we got close immediately. She is definitely one of my biggest role models. And I tell my parents all the time, I was like, I think she did save me, because before school, when I came back this year, I didn't really know where I was headed.
It sounds like Maya's gonna keep being a part of my life, which will be great. She comes to my kids' basketball games, and she can't drive. So if someone's dropping her off, picking her up, she'll text me and say, when are all the games today?
They come to all of our games, and I love to watch them play.
You feel like you're a part of the coach's family now?
I think so. I think I can consider that now.
We are more blessed than Maya, because it's taught us how to look at someone who's fought through adversity, to look at someone who hasn't had everything given to them and has had to fight for everything that she's gotten, and just, again, to be appreciative for the little things.
Little things that can become very big things. It's a night Maya Popiel and her family won't forget. And here's an update on Maya. Maya and her brother Austin both graduated from Carroll Senior High School in May. And at the Basketball Awards banquet, Maya was honored with a brand new team award, the Teammate of the Year Award. And in future seasons, the program will present each year's best teammate with the annual Lady Dragon Basketball Maya Popiel Teammate of the Year Award.